Imagine that a pilot just crossed the hold short line without ATC clearance, causing a runway incursion, while another aircraft was approaching for landing on the same runway that had to be given go-round. Let's take a moment to explore some of the human factors that played into this scenario. We know that human factors are real but are often overlooked component in the safe operation of any aircraft. Understanding the basics of some of these human factors, as well as appropriate mitigation techniques, can keep flying more efficient and, above all, safe. Multitasking is defined as the ability of a person to manage or perform more than one activity at the same time. When facing a number of tasks that must be accomplished, multitasking may seem like the efficient and faster way to accomplish all of them, as opposed to doing one at a time. However, in reality, this is not true, and in fact, multitasking itself is more of a myth. The human brain, by default, can only consciously work on one thing at a time, although it may seem that many tasks can be simultaneously accomplished. But in reality, each one is being completed one at a time, by switching back and forth between the tasks. This is not only less efficient, but it also brings an increased risk of missing something in one or more of the tasks. In essence, switching between each task acts as a mental hurdle to effectively complete any of the individual tasks. As a pilot, what can you do to prevent this from happening to you? When given ATC clearance, it is imperative that pilots accurately hear and understand what is being said. Avoid all distraction when listening to the clearance, because our ability to attend to or perceive and understand the world around us is not limitless. Our attention is one of these limited mental resources and can be thought of as money in a bank account. We must choose wisely when and where to spend it. Distractions can present pilots with the challenge of choosing how to divide this precious attentional bank between essential and non-essential tasks. In the opening scenario, the pilot's attention was diverted from the ATC clearance being issued due to distraction in the cockpit. The pilot heard and read his clearance back, however, because the pilot switched his attention back and forth between the distracting event and the clearance. The pilot's brain did not fully capture the instructions, but he attempted to accomplish a run-up while he was taxiing for departure. In this case, as opposed to rushing the run-up while trying to taxiing and navigating the field all at once, the pilot should have conducted the run-up in a focused, deliberate manner when the aircraft stopped in the run-up area. By attempting to respond to the distraction and simultaneously taxi the aircraft, pilot's attention was degraded from the primary task of taxiing the aircraft, and he missed several indicators to alert him that he was about to enter a runway, such as enhanced taxiway centerline or the dashed lines on both sides of the taxiway centerline, indicating that a runway hold short location is coming up. Other visual aids in this situation include a runway holding position sign, surface-painted holding position signs, elevated runway guard lights, sometimes called wigwag lights, and a runway holding position marking, commonly called a hold short line. To summarize, it is important to understand that no amount of practice can eliminate multitasking or attention errors. Methodically timing appropriate tasks or restarting interrupted checklists can help to avoid these types of human errors, which frequently contribute to many aviation incidents and accidents. Remember that attempting to multitask takes additional time and mental resources, and using some of these simple mitigation strategies will help in keeping your piloting skills more efficient and help keep you and your passengers safe. Therefore, next time you fly, be conscious of the myth of multitasking and use appropriate tools to safely accomplish your task. Thanks for watching.